Holy cow, is this one awesome freaking paint scheme. Here's Clint Bowyer's 2019 DEKALB Ford Mustang. Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again, and welcome back to another NASCAR Diecast review. Today's car is going to be Clint Bowyer's, and excuse me if I mispronounce this. Is it DEKALB or DEKALB? I don't even freaking know. As far as I'm concerned, this is just a freaking corncob Mustang, but man, this thing is beautiful. It's got a matte finish on it. Beautiful. I love the hood design. I mean, it's just like, it almost reminds me of like a college football uniform or something, like a helmet, the way the hood is designed. This is from Wave 8, guys, and Wave 8 just dropped this week. So if you're looking for Wave 8, it's in stores, at least from the sources I have. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get this diecast out of the package. Here she is, folks, brand new out of the package, and holy cow, we might just have one of the best Mustang paint schemes of 2019. Oh my Jesus, man, this thing is wow. It's pretty much the most, I would say, basic paint scheme, yet it's one of the best looking ones. I mean, from first glance, you got kind of like, I don't think it's matte, it's more or less like a satin. I mean, let's be honest, as someone who works with clear coats and such, the clear coat has to have some protection there, and when you add clear coat, it has a shine to it, so naturally it's going to have you know, kind of a shine feel to it. So it's satin. I think it's supposed to actually be, matte in real life. Don't quote me on that, but it's kind of got that finish that the Kyle Larson diecast have. So like I've already mentioned, this is from Wave 8. You can pick this up in the Gold Series, but if you want to get the exclusive hood with it, you got to get it in the Authentics, so you got to go hunt for the darn thing. Over here on the hood, you got DEKALB. Again, I have no clue how to pronounce this. I remember seeing them on one of Clint Bowyer's playoff cars last year, but I'm so glad they actually made the normal paint scheme of it with none of the playoff nonsense. Got Ford. You can also see kind of like a the decal, how it's kind of have the outlining around it. You can see that on the Ford logo, how it kind of looks like a glossy circle around the Ford oval. Yeah, that you can tell how the texture of the paint is different from decals. That's something, as a custom diecast maker, that's one of the hardest things ever to do, is to match decals with the paint, or the texture of the paint. It's so hard to do, guys, like seriously. And this is with multi-million-dollar technology that Lionel Racing has. It's very hard to match it. So over here on the nose, you got Mustang. Beautiful. Love that grill inlet, but something just, I don't know, something's kind of odd. I think we got some good air pockets, unfortunately. Look at the texture at the top of the grill. I mean, my God, it almost looks like freaking rivets on it. I mean, good Lord. You got, honestly, you got a pretty well-wrapped headlights. It's actually very, very sharp. They are definitely within the mold, how they're supposed to be. Pretty good job there. You got the 14. You got, what is that? Oh yeah, it's a little small light. You got Stewart-Haas Racing. The Mustang, you know, font and logo white as well. I love that white splitter, man. That just sets it off. Wow. And I mean, man, you can just see how it's such a simple paint scheme. I mean, literally, it's just a black Mustang with a yellow wing on each side. I mean, for crying out loud, if you look at the car long enough, you might think you're looking at a Detroit Red Wings tribute paint scheme or something. You got the white 14. And I gotta admit, man, I like the 14. I like it. I don't know, just something about it that's missing. I think it's because the borderline of it is yellow, but I feel like, oh man, that would have been really cool if they made like a midnight version of this paint scheme where it's like everything, like all the wording is like yellow and everything else is black. That thing would look sweet. But yeah, I think it just looks a little bit different with having the yellow outlining, but hey, I think it looks good. You got the dark Goodyear logo. It's got the blue on it instead of the yellow, of course. I mean, I don't think it looks bad, but it's hard to see. I mean, you really can't see it unless you really get up on it. I don't know about that, guys. Mechanics were 3M, Lincoln Welders, NASCAR Race Car, Clint Bowyer, Ford, Mobile One, Jimmy John's, Rush Truck Centers, Savvy, Peak, hashtag My Farm, My Yield. Of course, Clint Bowyer being a Kansas native, you know, the blue-collar farming equipment, farming culture, and all that stuff, you know, goes hand-in-hand with Clint Bowyer. Mobile One, DEKALB, American Ethanol, Rush Truck Centers. I don't know what this, I don't know if that's like a, I don't know what that is, guys. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it almost looks kind of like a planet or something. I really don't know what the heck that is there. Maybe someone in the comment section can kind of point that out. Maybe it's, I don't even really know what that is. Rush Truck Center's Haas. What is that? Colorado State University. One Cure. Not sure what that is. Cummins. Exalta. Rush Truck Center. You can kind of see how the texture of the trim down here, you can see how the texture of the skirt is different than the texture of the actual car. And I think that might be all decal. I don't know. Because you can see even within the wings here, how it has like a charcoal gray, but the car itself is actually black. I don't know if that is intentional or not, but you do have a little bit of a crease there, unfortunately. You do have a crease there, unfortunately. Over here on the tail end of this Mustang, you got Asgro leads the way. Asgro, Mobile One, Ford, 14 there. Wow, that's a bad, what is that, a freaking paint? Bad air bubble there. I mean, look at that. It almost looks silver with the reflection. I mean, wow. Some skewy decals here on the right side. Lino's good at making molds, but they're terrible at wrapping them. I'll tell you that. Cast, man. I love it, man. I love the color, the yellow and the dark black. It just looks really good. This would make a great die cast to do some aesthetic shooting with. Like if you want to take the die cast into your little die cast studio and take some good photography of it with some nice filters and lighting effects. The yellow would pop out really nice. I mean, just beautiful paint scheme. I love it. Very nice. Over here on the roof, got the yellow 14 with the white background, so it's the inverted version of the doors. I like that. Hashtag MyFarmMyYield on the roof. And over here on the deck lid, you got DEKALB, Asgro, and Delta Pine. Interesting. And of course, since this is a NASCAR Authentics diecast, check this out. So, this is not the actual hood of the car, but they incorporated the paint schemes of it. So you got the two wings on each side of the hood, right? You got the CLINT BOWYER side 14. You got a DEKALB or DEKALB. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll be dead honest with you. And you can just see how it incorporates the paint scheme onto just one hood. I love it, man. I don't know why, but this hood gives me like a college football feel to it. It just reminds me of their helmets, like with the modern like wings, and I don't know. It just looks really good. And you got the CLINT BOWYER font that just looks freaking amazing. Love the hood piece. Definitely as a CLINT BOWYER fan, this is one of my probably favorite accessory pieces to get from one of his diecasts. But guys, this is one CLINT BOWYER diecast I recommend, and in my opinion, it's no question the best CLINT BOWYER diecast to get this year so far. If they were to make his Darlington one, that would be definitely a close rival. I mean, who knows, we might get that in the Authentics line for next year, or even Wave 12 or 11 this year. There's no telling with Lionel Racing, since that car was DNP'd. But this car, man, let me tell you. If you want to get you can get the Rush Truck Center, the Peak, the Blue Def, whatever. Let me tell you, if you could get one BOWYER diecast, get this one. The DEKALB or whatever, however you pronounce it. This thing is beautiful, man. Love this diecast. One of the best looking Mustangs of the year, and one of the best looking paint schemes overall. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss any of my new videos. With all that being said, hope you're having a great one, folks. And Diecastbuffet signing off.